God is good, and today guys we're going to be talking about Biomutant, which at the time of this recording releases tomorrow. Depending on when you watch this, it may already be out, but basically I want to run through all the information we know about this RPG because it's a very interesting one. I've talked about it before on the channel and it's been a long time in the making. It looks gorgeous and I want to talk about what makes it kind of interesting and stand out from the crowd. It's launching on Steam, the PS4, and the Xbox One, and although this game was supposed to come out in 2019, it was delayed and is now launching on May 25th, 2021. Let's hear a word from our sponsors and then we'll begin. Before we begin, I want to give a big, major shout out to the members of Napalm. Thank you all so very much for your support. I could not do this without you. You are the sponsors of this channel. And if you would like to help support this channel, please click the join button down below for more information and a list of perks. And a very special thank you to the Lords of Napalm, Bounty Code, and Ray Cooper. Thank you for your highest tier membership. Biomutant is self-described as a post-apocalyptic kung fu fable RPG and is essentially an action RPG that takes place in an open world of mutated animals and creatures. Apparently there was an oil flood that caused what you see in the world. The developers, Experiment 101, are boasting that the game will have multiple endings depending on what you do while playing through to the ending, and there is a plot about the tree of life and saving it through various parts of the world where its roots are. A very interesting thing about this open world RPG is that it is narrated very heavily, which will remind you of a game such as Bastion in many ways, and gives it that fable vibe it is going for, or like a fairy tale. This narrator will not only narrate what you are doing and what is happening, but also read NPC dialogue and more. When you first load up Biomutant, you will be creating your character and deciding its genetic makeup, which will go on to affect the stats in interesting ways. Little dude, he will be fast. Big dude, he will be strong, and so on and so forth. Having the character creator affect stats by your choices and what the character looks like is an interesting spin, and I like it. But no matter what kind of cat raccoon creature you settle on, there will be much more customization as you play the game, with picking up new powers and abilities through biocontamination. Expect Devil May Cry type combat, fast and hectic and in-your-face action against some of the very awesome looking creatures that have been mutated beyond recognition in many cases. A lot of people are actually comparing the combat, although it's hard to do, you have to use your imagination a little bit because it is more kung fu related in many cases, but they're comparing it to Monster Hunter series. Basically it's just action combat, really fast and hectic, let's just say that. Combos between melee, ranged, psi abilities, and even a bit of crowd control to boot. Of course, your combos and abilities will progress through the game as you play. There will be crafting in the game as well, using parts you find to mix and match to make new weapons, as well as NPCs that will craft new things for you as well. Specifically worth mentioning are gadgets that help you explore the world, like wings, jump and jetpacks, or even robot sidekicks. Gearing up isn't just weapons and gadgets though. There will be armor options as well, and sometimes an area might require you have certain gear equipped, such as a gas mask, or oxygen tank, or weather-resistant clothes, or to help against certain contaminated creatures you wish to do battle with, that you can get some resistances. It is also not just about the open world above, but also about the below, as the game has an underworld with twisting tunnels and dark, foreboding places beneath your feet. Exploring all of these environments can be done in a huge variety of ways as well, not just on foot or the aforementioned jetpacks, but also things like jet skis, mounts, such as the air balloon and other creatures that you can ride. There is also a faction type system known as the aura. This is basically a meter that essentially is good or bad depending on how you want to play and decisions you make during your playthrough. Now your alignment though will open different dialogue options with NPCs depending on what your aura is. This was apparently one of the many reasons for the delay of the game, was to add in tons of new dialogue and options for the player. Overall, Biomutant looks to be a very interesting title with a lot of promise and could be the beginning of a big new IP. It certainly wasn't rushed out, and although I expect there to be some bugs at launch, as with any open world title, it looks like a game worth your attention, which is why I made this video. I think we could very well use more interesting titles like this in the open world RPG genre, as it has the possibility capability of changing the way we approach open world games and has quite a bit of unique features that should make it stand apart from the other options gamers have. So let me know, does this sound like an RPG you are going to give a shot? Are you playing it right now? What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, and if you would like to see me play through Biomutant, let me know. If you are new here, please consider subscribing for more RPG, JRPG, CRPG, and MMO content in the future. I hope you enjoyed the information for Biomutant, and until next time, God bless and happy gaming.